Wow. So, what do you think?
For real, Ken, you're a good man. You mean you built this for me?
Now my friend. What are friends for? And besides, you're more than a friend now. You're more like a brother to me. And remember, you sent good money for this project. There's no way I would have built trash for you. I got you. I got you.
Thanks all the same.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So these are your domestic staff.
Okay.
That's your gate man. He'll tend to everything outside, exterior, gardening and all that, keeping the compound clean. That's your steward for everything interior.
Oh, good. So what's your name?
My name is Daniel.
Daniel. Nice. And you?
My name is Celestine Ambassa.
Celestine Amba. Yes, sir. And I hope you can prepare all these local dishes.
Okay, I don't get anybody.
He knows what's up.
I got you covered. Whoa! Let me show you the other room.
The other rooms. The other rooms. Woo!
Hi. Seems you're trailing me.
No, not at all. I'm not. I was just thinking I could have your number.
Okay.
Thank you.
081 5462 820.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll give you a call.
Bye.
Yes, madam. I made inquiries today, and it seems we are to face a female opponent in the forthcoming election. The Democratic Party of Nigeria may be fielding a female candidate.
Are you in any way predicting Lady D emerging as their candidate when she has two strong men that are well grounded in politics as opponents?
That seems to be the mood of their party's delegate. And If she wins the party's primary, that won't even pose a big threat to us in any way.
Lucas, she's a woman. That will divide the votes of the women we are counting on.
I have actually thought about that. But come to think of this, madam, she has no good reputation. She is not even known in many quarters. As a matter of fact, you have an intimidating credential of a public service. And she has none. So you see, madam, you are so far ahead of her.
Well, you're not far from the truth. But we need to buckle up in the event she comes out as their candidate. But one thing is sure, it is not going to be easy. If two women are involved, it's going to be a tough one.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I ran into this annoying traffic.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's all right. I'm glad you're here. That's what matters. So what would you care for?
Some salad will do.
Just that?
Yes.
Cool. Waiter!
So,
Well, okay. Get salad for two. Thank you. We didn't have enough time to explain ourselves the last time. I guess we do it now. My name is Murphy. I just got back into the country after being away for 10 years. And I'm single.
Interesting. Well, there is nothing much to blab about me. My mother is a politician and I'm her only daughter.
Interesting.
Yes, I'm into jewelries. Gold and diamonds, to be precise.
Okay, so is Queenette hooked or?
I'm as single as you've been.
That's music to my ears. Anyways, I'm a man of few words and I like going straight to the point.
Okay, I'm all ears.
I'm in love with you.
Mama, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't sound it. Talk to me. What bothers you?
The elections. Chances of me even emerging as the party's candidate is dwindling.
But I thought you said you already have that in the bag.
I don't have the financial muscle to win the opposition in the party. And they seem to have gotten to the other to the other candidates with better offers.
So what do you intend to do now?
I don't know.
I don't believe that. My mother never runs out of options. Come on, Lady D. You can't be confused.
Not now. Not ever.
Honestly, Ken, I'm beginning to feel tired and useless in this country. I mean, I came back home to settle down, set up structures, get married and raise a family. But it's been 3 weeks now and it seems nothing is happening.
Thing is, you haven't even said what kind of business it is you want to invest in. You know, you have to pick one, tell me what business you want, we'll drop a business plan and swing into action immediately.
I want to invest in anything lucrative. I mean, anything that will bring fast and fat money, anything legal.
Well, there's a lot of businesses you can invest in Nigeria. Lots. I mean, there's entertainment, there's IT, there's fashion. Better still, oil and gas.
No. Oil and gas is overrated. I don't have time for government bureaucracy. I want peace of mind.
Peace of mind, he says. Well, that means entertainment is the way to go for you then. Yes, you have two options. You have music, you have movies. You can invest in either, or you can even invest in both. Win-win.
Ken, I'm thinking agriculture is ideal.
You want to become a farmer?
No, not that, no. I just want to invest in it. I don't necessarily have to do the work.
So tell me, who's been putting this sort of ideas in your head?
See, we're trying to... Sorry, excuse me. Whoa. Hello, beautiful angel. How are you? I'm good. For real? Oh, fine, sure. All right, I'll meet you there now. Yes, I'm coming. On my way. Thank you.
And who is this beautiful angel, if I may ask?
The pretty girl I told you about. She has fallen head over heels in love with me. I need to go see her now. She's somewhere downtown.
Right. So our investment business discussion has come to an end.
Don't talk like that. We'll continue later. Let me just rush and see her, okay?
I hear you. So for you now, it's pleasure before business.
No, they talk like that. You know how this is.
My man, see you later.
All right, bro.
Mom, your blood pressure is really high. And this has increased in the past few weeks.
Stress, I guess. Too many engagements. Moreover, the campaign is gathering momentum.
Mom, this whole election and campaign of a thing. Mom, you're not getting that rest that you need.
I'm fine. I understand your fears, but I am fine.
Mom, you keep saying you are fine. You are fine, but really you are not fine. I just checked you. I'm a doctor. You're not getting much rest that you need.
I'm fine. You don't need to worry yourself. Steph Nora, I'm good. I'll be fine, okay? I understand your fears, darling. But see, listen. Your mother went into this race for the interest of the women in FCT and the country as a large. We need a voice at the red chambers. I guess I should drink this, right?
Mom, please drink it. Mom, listen, maybe you have forgotten, but you've done a whole lot for the women in this country as a private citizen. You can't kill yourself just to prove your worth or to serve to humanity. Can't you see, Mom?
I know I have done a lot. But sweetheart, think about how much more progress I would make as a senator. Someone in government with constituted authority to influence change. Hey, my love, check it. your mother a lawmaker, someone who is capable of sponsoring bills to protect and defend the rights of women. The gains are enormous, my dear.
So, what have you been doing since you returned?
Well, let's say I've been looking around, survey, seeking what to invest in. I want to invest in something tangible, something good, kind of business that will yield huge money, not just anything.
So what are your options then?
My best friend suggested entertainment.
That's very good.
Fashion, oil and gas. But I seem to be more inclined to agriculture.
Agriculture? You want to do farming?
No. Not like I want to do the job myself. I want to look for someone who has same interest. Finance it and have him do the job, or better still, give him a loan, he gets the job done, I get my profit.
You're a young man and this isn't what you should be talking about. Listen, there are too many other things to invest in and make good money.
So what would you suggest I do?
Politics.
Politics? How is that an investment?
Trust me, in this part of the country, politics is big business. It guarantees quick and surplus returns. Trust me on that.
Tell me more.
I would always love to coach you, and I will ensure you hit it big. I'm talking about politics. Remember I told you my mother is a politician?
Oh yes, you made mention of that. So, in what capacity, as in, what actually does she do?
She's actually running for the Senate.
Ooh, la la, that's a huge one.
Oh yeah.
What's your mother's name?
Lady Daniela Oroji.
Wow. I've seen her posters. Ah, your mom!
That's my mom.
Wow! Small world.
You can see that again.
So how are the campaigns coming up?
It's been quite a drama piece. Party politics. And being a woman in this part of the world isn't such an easy road to travel on, trust me.
I know. But I believe she'll pull through. You see, women have begun to become strong forces to reckon with in the scheme of things.
I dare to believe that too. You see, she doesn't have the financial muscle she needs yet. And she isn't making more waves like her opponents. Probably because she isn't a money bag.
I don't know what is wrong with my country. We value money more than service.
Exactly. This is a great opening for you. She could be that business you've been longing to invest in. Politics.
I also think we should buy some gift items for the rural women.
Gift items. I guess by gift items you mean bribing them for their votes, right? Come on, Lucas. I will not do that. I already told you that I want to run a clean campaign.
Madam, it is not bribe. It's a morale booster.
What can be better than the representation I'll give them at the federal level? The bills and legislations I must push forward for them to get all the basic amenities at the rural level. My dear campaign manager, we are not the DPN. Neither are we the APC NP.
Well, madam, it is your choice. You see, no one successfully runs a political race without adequate spiritual protection.
Well, Mr. Lucas, if that is what you mean by insurance, I am covered. Because I have God on my side, so I am not afraid of what the enemies can do.
So 2 weeks back, I met this very handsome dude who just returned to the country. And we've been talking.
I hope he's a big fish and not a leech.
You should trust the girl you raised. I do not just throw my hook into any river. I fish only in oceans and seas.
Okay, so what does he do?
Well, like I said earlier, he just returned to the country and he's trying to invest in any lucrative business like entertainment and fashion. He's actually trying to settle for agriculture. But you know what? I used my magic wand to sway him to politics.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Well, I told him about you and your senatorial ambition.
You know what? You need to invite him over. I need to meet him. Invite him for lunch or dinner.
I know if he do for this matter. At all, mommy. I know if he do. Murphy is already deeply in love with me. Not to worry, mommy. I will make him crawl at your beck and call.
That's why I speak of you, my queen. You see, if there is another world, I will still ask of you to be my child. You know why? You were just like me, a goal-getter. No darling, always going forward, no pusher. And I love you to the moon and back.
Love you too. Like mother, like daughter.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Thank you. Ma'am, am I good to go now? Thank you.
My daughter told me of your interest about investing in agriculture.
Yes, Ma, I thought about that. But Queenette seems to think politics is a better option. She says it's the main business in the country at the moment.
Politics as business. It's a new one. Well, it is lucrative at that.
Well, Queenette has told me a lot about you. She told me about your political race and I got interested. And then she tells me money poses a great threat to you becoming a senator.
Oh, no. You got the wrong information. Money can be a problem to me.
I thought this much.
Oh, come on. As a matter of fact, I sunk in $800 million into the oil field in Gabon. And as we're also talking, I've sunk in money in the oil field in Qatar. It's just that at the moment it hadn't matured. But give it a few months and then we'll be singing another song.
That sounds like music. Well then, since I'm interested in investing in politics and we're really becoming close, I would love to bankroll your elections. Once all T's are crossed and all I's dotted.
So what do you propose?
I'll have my lawyer draft an agreement paper and then I roll out cash for the elections. And you pay me back within 6 months in the Senate.
Then we have a deal. You get the papers ready and then we will proceed.
It's as good as done.
A toast, please.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy your meal.
Seriously, are you all right? Are you sure your senses are still intact?
I know what I'm doing, Ken. This is the business I want, and politics for me is the ultimate.
But bro, you're going about it the wrong way. You're going about it the wrong way. I mean, this girl, you hardly even know her, and you're about to pump millions into her mother's campaign.
I am not pumping money in there without a cover. You will draft an agreement. She'll sign it and then we'll have a deal.
Still, doesn't change the fact that you're doing this because of a girl you barely know.
Queenette is no longer a stranger to me, Ken. I love this girl. Can you not get it?
Slow down. Murphy, please. You just came back. I have been around. I have been here. Besides, you just met this girl. You hardly even know her. You need to ask yourselves questions.
Ken, I'm a grown man. And I very well know what I want. Queenette is my choice. She's the one I feel for, and I know we're compatible.
Okay, fine. I give up. But bro, listen. As a brother, as a friend, I implore you, please, take our time. Get to know this girl. Ask questions. I mean, it wouldn't hurt anyone.
Can we leave Queenette out of this conversation and talk business?
If you vote for me and I get into the Senate, I will never let any one of you down.
Now listen to me. Now hear this. Don't ever believe anyone who comes to this community and tell you about what they are going to give to you. Ask them, what are they going to do for you now? If you look to my right, you can see we came prepared. Somebody shout DPA! Somebody shout power!
Beware of people who come here to share gifts.
Food stuffs and other gifts to you.
When they get into power, they will make sure you don't get anything.
Yeah, that's so. No.
I do not want to give you peanuts. I want to make sure you all have a great future.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't believe them. When they tell you that they are going to build you a strong future. How can a hungry man a hungry woman. A hungry child. Strong future. Ask them. A hungry man can never believe. Strong future. Tell them what can they give you now. Can see. We can resign.
Mommy, calm down. You're getting yourself worked up over nothing.
Queenette, have you seen the latest poll numbers? We are 20 solid points below that woman. She is winning. She is winning. Ah!
Mommy, poll numbers aren't INEC numbers. Besides, we still have enough money in our coffers to turn the tide around.
Queenette, I have never been this scared in my life. All through my life as a politician, I have never been this scared. For goodness sake, have you forgotten the contract that we signed with Murphy? If I lose these elections, where in heaven's name will I get the money to pay him back? I have sold my house in Maitama, sold all my jewelries, my gold, my diamond. For goodness sake, I had even taken out the money in my fixed deposit. I am almost down to nothing. And you say I should calm down? Come on, Queenette. Come on. Ah!
Mommy, you are not losing this election. I swear in my name.
Who's there?
I don't know, madam.
Open the gate! Ah! Ma.
Oh, that's Dexter. But Mommy, you need to calm down. Just calm down.
Can I calm down?
Trust me, you are winning this.
Huh? How can I calm down?
Mommy, you are not losing this election. Just calm down.
The enemy is after me.
Oh. You are winning this.
Dexter, Laura.
The terrain is hot.
What is happening? What is the latest?
The tempo is for the Alliance for Progressive Change.
Yeah. The truth of the matter is, unless we do something drastic, we will lose this election.
I said it. Just calm down. Did I not tell you? Calm down. My enemies are going to laugh at me.
Dexter, you said we needed to do something drastic, and what is it?
Commissioner, what did my husband and son do to be murdered in cold blood? What did we do?
I am sorry for your loss, madam. You see, the killers of your husband and your son will be brought to book. My men have already swung into action, and all flashpoints are being combed as we speak. There is no hiding place for evildoers in FCT.
Those guys are idiots. Failures. We told them the woman. They killed the man and the son instead.
We can't blame them entirely. They followed the instructions to the letter. It was the car they were told to mark that they eventually marked.
My suspicion has been confirmed. That woman is a witch. She's using a very powerful juju. How come she left the house without a car?
This whole mission is in vain. With the death of her husband and son now, the public will be swayed to be sympathetic towards her. And they will vote for her on Saturday.
No way. She's completely destabilized now. She's not even in the right frame of mind to continue her campaign. Not to talk of taking the race seriously again.
What then is the point? We will still lose.
No, we will not lose. Don't give up there. The game has just begun. If plan A fails, we'll activate plan B. Dexter, yes. Your in-law still works with INEC, right?
Yes, he does. But we've not been on speaking terms since my divorce.
That's not an issue. Every man has a price. We'll see.
The election was conducted under a peaceful atmosphere in the 6 area councils of the FCT. The election kick-started early this morning and there were no reports of violence anywhere. New Age Party scored 67 votes. New Age Party scored 67 votes. The Renaissance Party scored 12 votes. The Renaissance Party scored 12 votes. The Alliance for Progressive Change scored I'll take that again. The Alliance for Progressive Change scored 109,789 votes. The Alliance for Progressive Change scored 109,789 votes. The Democratic Party of Nigeria scored 306,988 votes.
Election. No, our collection officers presented something different. No, I had everything written down here.
It's over, Lucas. Go home.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all once again to my victory party. I'm so elated. I'm so joyous. My happiness knows no bound. Well, that we, were victorious at the polls is not a surprise to me. Why? Because we worked hard at the elections and the electorates are very happy with us. Anyway, I do not want to bore you with a long speech. At this point in time, I'm going to hand over to Honorable Dr. Gilbert Jango to take over.
Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it was the man of timber and caliber, Chief J.O. Mbadiwe of the blessed memory, that put it on the marble when he said that greatness must be financed. You can agree with me that she deserved to win.
Holy water make a water this ground. Me I don't tire to the roundabout. I won't talk my mind, speak my mind. Talk I must see him, cause I know say you they see him. Don't say you they see him, but sometimes you won't deny him. Yeah, like say you know they feel him. I know say you they feel him, cause I know say you they see him. I know say you they see him.
Murphy?
Senator.
You here?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing in my house?
I've been calling your line, but you weren't picking.
Oh, Senator Wax. It's been a whole week of hectic work. You know, I'm heading 2 committees, and that's a lot of work.
Okay, ma'am. I have been trying to get across to Queenette for the past 1 week or so, but I haven't been able to reach her, and her phones are switched off.
I am not Queenette's skipper. And, Murphy, doesn't it sound absurd in your ears that you're asking me about your girlfriend?
Indeed, it sounds funny. Yes, I know that, but you're her mother. I just thought to come ask you because I've not been able to reach her in about 8 days.
Seriously, Murphy, I do not like to interfere in love matters. You should look for your lover and leave me out of it. I've got better things to do. I'm a politician, the senator of the Federal Republic of my country. All right? You know, government issues. Oh, Madam Sparkle. Good
afternoon, my senator.
Oh, just sit down. Thank you. Well, I'm sure you brought me a lot of goodies.
Nice collection.
Can I see them?
Yes, please. Open this.
Right. Let's put them here. Let's put them here quickly.
I have a diamond collection too.
Whew. Can I see them?
Diamond.
Can I see them?
Thank you.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
This is so nice.
Woo!
Those diamond stones.
My lordy. Wow,
Diamond
wow.
set, full diamond.
Can I see it?
Yes, please.
Lulu. Gee!
So nice on you. Let me
Just
try it
see
on
the
you.
glitter. Just. Oh my. Oh my. Ooh.
Wow,
Ooh.
this is good.
Ooh. Just look at it.
Let me try the other one too.
Even the sparkle is something else. Can I see? Ooh. My. Oh my. Oh my.
The best, madam.
Lord of heaven. Let me see all of them. Hallelujah.
Has diamond stones on it.
Hallelujah.
Then I have a special
nice.
one for you.
This
Hammered
is
gold.
glorious. Can I see them? Lay. Bring that one. I want to see that one.
This is hammered gold. It's
Oh
customized for
my.
you.
Oh my.
You
Oh
can
my.
try the other one too.
Can I see?
Yeah, sure.
Woo! Somebody help me here. This is the life.
This is nice too.
This is the life. Ooh. Somebody have mercy on me. Oh, let me have all of them.
Madam, which one are you buying?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Nice. This is nice.
Hold on to this. This is, gee, just.
Which of them are you buying?
Just hold on, Madam Sparkle. Hold on.
Special one. This is very special.
Just let me put that one there.
Okay.
Oh
Okay. This is nice too. You can try it.
Put it on me.
It has diamond and 3-step droppings. It's beautiful.
I'm taking all of them.
Okay, that's fine.
This
the diamond is expensive.
This is not gonna. So how much are we looking at here?
Like 155.
Madam Sparkle, come on.
155.
Come on, sit down. Come on, Madam Sparkle, let's talk. Nah. You know the last time I bought jewelry from you?
That was 3 years ago.
Come on, I spent 200 million.
I know, but market is very bad now. I can give you a little discount.
How much discount are you gonna give to me?
5% off.
Nah.
5.
Let's do 10%.
5.
Oh, come on.
7, okay? It's okay.
8.
7.
8.
7, that's it.
All right, I'll take all of them.
Fine. And how do you transfer the money?
I'll give you a check right away.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, I can't wait to wear this.
It's nice, man.
Lordy. Yeah.
Like a tinker, shama. Oh, I love you. Love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. Don't even ask me reason why I love you. Might be blinded, love at first sight, but oh, I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you.
This is not funny anymore. I hope she's not in trouble.
Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Yes, I love you. I love you.
Here he comes. Talk about the devil, and the devil appears. Baby, what's happening? Are you okay? Please, I'm worried. Talk to me. You see what I'm talking about? He can't even let me be for a second.
You won't blame him. I mean, it's obvious the young man is dying to see you. He's so in love.
Madly in love with you. You see what I'm talking about? He talks bullshit all the time. Classical bullshit. I am tired. I am tired of him. Oh.
So, Queenette, why don't you tell us how you are going to handle this matter? Because he seems very possessive.
I have his moo button.
You're good at this, trust me.
I am the baddest.
What happened? Where have you been?
You never cared to look for me. And you never cared if I was okay.
That's not true. I did. I tried everything I could. I kept calling your number. I came to your house severally.
Just that? A man who loves his woman would even give a life to find the one he loves when she goes incommunicado.
You cannot say this, my angel. I am telling you the truth. I tried calling you. I did everything possible. Okay, I'm sorry. But I did search. I searched for you everywhere. I called you. I did everything possible to get across to you. What happened? Please talk to me.
Murphy? You are still here?
Yes, I've been waiting for you.
Well, I've been on the phone with the president. What is it?
It's about Queenette. Honestly, of late, I don't know what has come over her. She has changed. She acts up, and sometimes when I call her on phone, she doesn't pick. She doesn't get in touch with me. Sometimes she switches off her phones. I don't know if I've done anything wrong to her. I came to find out if there's anything she's told you I did to her. I don't understand.
And that's why you've been waiting to see me?
Yes.
Murphy. Now listen to me, young man. Men don't go about complaining about their love life. If you've got problems with your partner, call them and sort it out. Otherwise, call a therapist. I have to go. I have to speak with the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. Good day.
See, man.
Murphy? Dude. What's up? My secretary said you've been waiting. Are you okay?
Ken, I don't know what is happening. Queenette has become an eclipse. She's nowhere to be found. I can't reach her. I can't get across to her. I tried reaching her mother, but she treats me like some pauper on a dirty street.
It's interesting. Have you guys had any fights or arguments recently?
We have never quarreled for a second. Just immediately after her mother's victory at the polls, she changed. She started acting up. I would call her, she wouldn't take my calls, she would not get back to me. At some point, she started switching off her phones. Okay, I'm human. I have a heart.
And you're saying all this started after the election?
Yes. Right before the elections, she was practically living in my house.
Has her mother paid you back your money?
Yes, I told you about that.
Yeah, I guess you did. Well, this is not normal. Something is definitely wrong. There's a disconnection point somewhere between you two. And you need to find out what's wrong. If not, you'll be sailing alone on this one.
So what do you propose I do?
For starters, I propose that you two have a meeting. You need to have a sit down. You need to talk to her. I mean, you need to be sure you're on the same page with this girl. You need to be sure she sees you the same way that you see her. I mean, you know I never really cared for Queenette. I always had my doubts and my reservations about her. But this is not about me. This is about you two. Find her, talk to her, have a sit down, find the disconnection point and fix it.
That's the point you're not getting. I cannot find her. She's nowhere to be found. I've been calling and calling. I've tried all avenues. I've gone to her house. And the steward told me she's not been home in days. What do you want me to do?
If you truly love this girl, you need to make this meeting I'm proposing work. You have to. And when you do find her and have this meeting with her, you need to go past being in love. You don't go there and bicker to her like a child, though. No. What you need to do is put this love to test. I hate seeing you like this, man. Would you like them to get you something to drink? I'll ask them to get you something to drink.
No, I'm good.
Huh? Nothing?
I'm fine. Hi. I wanted us to be somewhere cool before I could tell you what I'm about to tell you now. And I'm begging you in God's name to please promise me you will not react negatively to it.
No one reacts to what he or she does not even have a clue of. What is it, Murphy?
I have a health condition. You remember I traveled to India recently. The long and short of it is I have kidney failure and I need a transplant.
Is that news? There are a whole lot of street urchins that are willing to sell their kidneys to you. Besides, you have a whole lot of money, so you can even afford to buy 10 kidneys.
Is that all you have to say?
What else? You know what? I have some errands to run for my mother. You know, as a senator, she has a whole lot of things she doesn't do herself.
I was thinking you would volunteer.
I'll see you later there. Good evening, Mom.
So how did it go?
Dramatic. Like I never knew men could be this dramatic.
Talk to me.
He just called to tell me he's got kidney issues. He needs a kidney transplant.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The poor boy's going to die. Oh my. Oh no!
Are you feeling sorry for him? He's on his own now.
Do I sound like I care? He can jump into the lagoon for all I care. Now, on a serious note, it's time you take a serious long walk away from here.
Oh, Mom, I took the walk a long time ago. I mean, how am I supposed to be with a man who would be living on borrowed kidney? He may even die during the transplant.
What did you tell him when he broke the news to you?
You needed to see his face. Aww. Well, I told him to search for one of these street urchins and pay one to have his kidney. And I left.
Serves him right, Mr. Investor. Because the nitwit thinks he lent me money for the campaign. That's a guarantee that you are his, huh?
He's seen how retired he sounds. Poor farmer.
But Mom, to avoid being seen as heartless, I think I should just hang on with him up until he dies. And I will walk.
No, not yet. No, you should tell him not to die yet. But at least if he returns to his farming, we will be getting a steady supply of fresh fish. You know what?
What again, Mom?
I used to think I'm bad, but you are the baddest.
You taught me well, Mom. You taught me well. Mom, please, I am so tired.
Who's gonna take this madam self for a chicken jing? And about it.
Look, Ken. Ken, she doesn't love me. Not one bit. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't give a hoot about...
Seem stupid is what they see, but I love you, 'cause I love you, yes I love you, oh I love you, yes I love you.
Dude, say something! Stay with me, okay? Just stay with me, please. Please.
Doctor, please, I hope you'll be okay.
There's no cause to panic. He's stable and he'll be fine. He just had more alcohol than he could take.
Please, I implore you, you and your entire team, can you do all you can to make sure that he's alright? I assure you, money will not be a problem.
It's not about the money here. Like I said, he'll be fine. But I need to ask a question. Does he have reasons to commit suicide?
Suicide?
Yes, suicide.
Not at all, doctor. Why?
I asked because he took more alcohol than a normal person should. It shows that he is suicidal.
Doctor, I've known this man all my life and he's not suicidal at all.
Alright then. Like I said, he's stable and he'll be fine. So you don't need to panic, alright?
Thank you very much, doctor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nurse, please take care of him, alright? I'll be right back. He's alright. Thank you, sir.
Madam, the boys who ran all those dirty deals for us during the election are on my neck. They've been asking for their balance all this while.
And we that did the backyard deals, you have not given us anything. I mean, I remember you promised to make me the spokesperson and Dexter the secretary. Nothing has been done. And it's almost a year already.
Is that why both of you came here to disturb my peace? To stress me? To talk rubbish? Look, I cannot be boxed into a corner. I'm a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I cannot be held to ransom.
But we are not holding you to ransom. Neither are we trying to force you. We are only reminding you about things that have been left undone.
But these were the promises you made, Lady D. It's only nice and good that you keep them.
I see you both are baby politicians. Now learn this. In politics, not all promises made are kept.
Lady D!
I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. Don't you ever pull this kind of stunt on me again. I mean, you nearly gave me a heart attack.
Ken, I was devastated. I didn't believe Queenette could do a thing like this.
Yeah, right. Well, you know I've always had my reservations about your Queenette. As if she put you under some kind of spell or something.
Sincerely speaking, Ken, I don't think Queenette is serious. No, really, I think she's just trying to pull a stunt to see how deeply I love her. You know, that kind of...
Are you alright? Murphy, are you out of your mind? What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? Okay, why is she not here? No, tell me, why is Queenette not here? It's not as if she doesn't know that you're in the hospital or that you have been in the hospital. I even told the steward to call her.
Can you just calm down? You know, women are they're fragile, they're like software. For all we know, she might not even be aware I'm here.
Okay, Murphy, shut up. Shut up before you piss me off. You're about to piss me off. Software. Really? More like a virus.
You don't talk about either.
I can see you're doing well.
Welcome, doctor.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm strong now.
I will instruct the nurses to process your discharge documents. Then when they're done, you're free to go.
Just like that.
How is everything?
Everything fine. They take care of this house very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And did you make the call I asked you to make?
Okay, call and see madam.
Oh, good. And what did she say?
Okay, that one is from my mouth too.
Are you okay? What did she say?
Okay, auntie madam come say, I know the town. I know fee help. I know fee come.
What are you talking about? Hey! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with her? Queenette could never say anything like that. Why is she lying against her?
You out of your mind? What is wrong with you? You still believe in this your Queenette?
What are you talking about, Kenneth? Queenette is my girl. She's the woman I love. The one I take solace in.
Yes, the one that is the reason you're just coming back from the hospital and you spent time in the freaking hospital.
You don't get it. You don't understand this.
See, can't you be reasonable for once, Murphy?
Why is Queenette treating me like this? I have loved her with all my heart. What did I do to deserve this kind of treatment?
Seem stupid is what they see, but I love you.
Hey.
My love. Where have you been? Why have you been doing this to me?
Thank God you're fine now. It's been... I do not want to talk about it. It's a long story.
I almost ran mad trying to reach you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start.
It's okay.
Like a raindrop in the summer. Oh, I love you.
Baby, would you marry me?
Murphy, I do not want to be a widow now. Yes, I know you're a sweet guy, you are caring and with a good heart. But you are sick. And I think you should be saddled with the urgent need to save your life. You need a kidney transplant as soon as possible, not this drama over marriage proposal. I'm sorry. You see, I'm just too young to be tied down by a sick person like you. I think you're a disaster waiting to happen, and I do not want to be caught up in it.
I warned you, but you wouldn't listen. You took my words for nothing. Come on, let's get out of here.
I put my hands on your body. Don't be scared, don't you worry. I don't wanna wait for nobody. I just wanna dance with you, mommy. I put my hands on your body. Don't be shy, don't you worry. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Number one, none dada. Me here no bring no wahala. Other girls so they don't even matter. Cause when you come through, you know there's nobody better. Number one lover. I'm on to your call, to your kind of what you need. Something like saying Ariana, baby girl, come through. Got girls online, but they holla now, say they won't blue. But I did turn them down, cause now you, girl, me, I want you. Baby, give me chance, don't be this time.
I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would. Na 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 na. I feel good. Na na na. I knew that I would. Na 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 na. Hey hey, so good. I'm so good. I've got you. Ooh 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 ooh. I feel good. So good. So good. I got you. I knew that I would know. I feel good. Hey man, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. What's up? You're obviously in high spirit. I haven't seen you this happy in a long time. What's the secret?
Love is the secret.
What? Love. What's love got to do with you?
What's love got to do? Got to do it. Okay. See, I met her today. We saw.
Met who?
Dr. Stephanie, the doctor that took care of me at the hospital.
Okay, fine. You met Dr. Stephanie. So?
Hey man, be happy for me. Be happy for your friend.
Okay, fine. I'm happy for you.
I feel good.
So what's up? Did you guys talk? Did you?
Everything is on track. Okay, seriously, the truth is I love this girl with all my heart. You know, each time I think of her, there's this joy from within, like flutters in my stomach, like butterfly. Love's like a butterfly, his gentle colors like the sun, the multicolors.
I'll have a drink.
Okay. Na. I knew that I would now. Ooh. So good, I'm so good. I got you.
Lady D has alienated us. She has refused to settle all the debts we incurred during the elections. And she has totally reneged on all the agreements and promises she made.
I've tried on my own to reason with her as a woman. But she's so adamant and drunk in power. Can you imagine? She has the guts to tell me, do I know I'm addressing the Senator of the Federal Republic?
The Senate position that was made possible through our efforts?
Lady D, bite in the fingers that fed her. She has forgotten so soon. I still have the evidence to prove she was rigged into that office.
And I have the evidence to show that she murdered Dr. Blaze's husband and son.
That woman is forcing our hands. And if care is not taken, Dexter, she will go down.
I think we should give her one more chance to right all the wrongs. And thereafter, I will unleash the venom in me.
Dexter, I don't have that time anymore. I do not wish to speak to her ever again. I think it's time for action.
You're overly excited. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just happy.
Nothing. I'm just happy. Wow. I'm happy that my daughter is just happy. Is there something you're not telling me?
Mom, you're becoming so nosy. It's not good. And it's not good for a professor in the making. I'm just happy.
Okay. You win, I lose. I give up. Well, I'm off to class. I have a session with the PhD students. Okay?
Alright, Mom. Be safe. I'm not on call today, so I'm gonna be home all day.
That's wonderful. Why don't you prepare something for us to eat?
Definitely, Mom.
Good.
Good.
Come here.
Mwah.
I'll see you.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, dear.
Bye, dear.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Well, let's get to know ourselves. My name is Murphy, like you already know. I'm a businessman, got into the country about a year ago. I'm trying to stabilize my business. And I'm from Delta State.
A gentleman's CV.
No, you can say that. So the table is turned.
My name is Dr. Stephanie Blaze. I'm the daughter of Dr. Ibinabo Blaze. And we're from River State.
Sorry. Dr. Ibinabo Blaze, the one who ran for Senate?
Yes. The race that brought so much pains in our lives. My father and my brother were assassinated at the verge of the election. And it was such a terrible time for us. My mom lost interest in the race, and even when it was clear that
Rush this way. Easy, easy, easy. To your left.
My left,
To your left.
my left.
Straight. Okay. Open.
Is this what I'm thinking? It's diamonds.
Pure diamonds.
I do not even know what to say. And to think I just sold this to the president's wife last week, and you got me the exact.
Sorry, you know the president's wife?
Of course I do. She's friends with my mom.
Wow.
Yes. This is beautiful. And you know what they say? Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Say that again.
I actually have loads of this at home, just that I hate to wear them, security reasons.
I'm glad you like it.
1 second. It's beautiful.
Who's that?
My mom, I need to take this, please. It's important. Yeah. Hello, Mom. It's a bad time to call. I'm with Murphy. From the info I gathered, she'll be leaving the house in her black SUV. She's built to leave at 12 p.m. Yes. Let them intercept at a lonely path. I will call you later, Mom, please. I have to go, okay? Love you, bye.
that was the darkest day of my life. That was the day my world ended and began again.
Awful. That's the best word to describe this. I'm deeply sorry about your loss.
It's okay. It's okay. We're over it, I guess.
I'm sorry to cut the short, but can we leave here, please? I'm tired of staying here. I don't feel right being here anymore.
Are you okay? Like health-wise?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't feel right staying here, please. Let's go.
Look who we have here. So she's the one you're using for your final days, huh? Aww.
Not every talk deserves a response. I hope you're putting your life to good use now. Maybe let's go.
I thought you said he was dying.
Truth be told, he doesn't look sick to me at all.
Exactly.
So I let you in the cold. Why you leave me out in the storm? Spent 3 months and a week since the last time I heard about us. Oh, what about us? And everything I did it for tomorrow. I say it's nothing you could borrow. So I gave you all of me, oh, all of me, babe. And I gave you everything, everything for free. So you never seen a reason to reciprocate. Well, it's not a lack of reason, it's a lack of fate. So I gave you everything, but you give me nothing in return. Now I'm in love. I'm in love for the very first time. I'm in love. I'm in love, and it's gonna be my last time. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in love.
All right, send him in. Come in.
Good day, Barrister Ken.
Good day. Sit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have an appointment.
No, we don't. But we're here for a very important issue. One we are definitely sure you would love to handle.
And who are you? You too.
I'm sorry, pardon our manners. I am Laura Okeke and this is my colleague Dexter Ogbe.
We're here concerning the murder of Dr. Tom Blaze and his son, Harry Blaze.
Yeah, and also concerning the last senatorial election here in the FCT. We have every evidence to prove the election was rigged in favor of the DPN candidate, Lady Daniela Uroje.
What's going on here?
Good afternoon, Senator.
Yes.
I'm DSP Kunle Ojo from the Maitama police station. I'm here to execute a warrant of arrest. I guess this is your daughter, Queenette.
Do you know what you're saying? Do you know where you are? You're here to do what?
Madam, you and your daughter are under arrest for the murder of Dr. Tom Blaze and Harry Blaze.
You must be out of your mind. I'm a serving senator. of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you cannot arrest me. Listen, I'm going to call the Inspector General of Police.
No, Mommy, just call the president.
You're right. I'm calling him right away.
Madam, all that won't be necessary.
Hello? Can I speak to the president? What? He's not on seat?
Madam, all that won't be necessary. You know the law. You and your daughter have to remain silent because anything you do or say will be used against you in the court of law. Officers, get them.
Hey, don't touch me.
Mommy, call the president.
The number is not going.
He has to...
Hey.
Madam, please. Go in.